Let's do question 5. All right, complete the table. Let's place these values in our place value grid. So we have 8 tens, we have 4 ones, our decimal is here, and then tens we have 7, hundreds we have 2, then thousands we have 6. Right, so if we write this in a expanded form, it's going to be 80 plus 4 plus 0.7 plus 0.02 plus 0.006. So what is missing here? We have the 80, we have the 4, we have the 0.02. So what is missing is 0.7 and 0.006. Okay, let's do the next one. Marcus is regrouping decimal numbers. We have 0.764. Let's put this in our place value grid. So this is 0, then 764. When we're adding this, what we have? We start with 0.7, then plus 0.06 plus 0.004. So what is missing here is our 0.06. The next one, 0.915. So it means we have 0 here, and then 9, and then 1, and then 5, meaning that we have 0.9 plus 0.01 plus 0.005. What is missing here is 0.005. Let's do question 7. Find the missing numbers. How do we multiply with the powers of 10? How do we multiply with thousands, 100, 10, and also how do we divide? It is very easy. I'll show you 2 ways of doing this. Right, let's start with this one, 4.8. So it's going to be 4.8. Right, let's look at our place value grid here. If we move the numbers to the left, what is happening? They are becoming bigger, isn't it? They're becoming greater because we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So as you move to the left, the numbers become bigger. But if you move the numbers to the right, what happens to the numbers? These are tens, hundreds, thousands. If you move the numbers to the right, the numbers become smaller. Right, when you're multiplying, it means the numbers become bigger, isn't it? So it means we must move these 4 3 times to the left. So if we are multiplying by 1,000, 1,000 is 3 zeros. Just look at the number of zeros. If there are 3 zeros, move your number by 3 places. Move your number 3 places. If it's 100, move your number 2 places. If it's 10, move your number 1 place. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So now the 4 is here, and then the 8 also has moved 3 places now here. And then where there's nothing, you put your zeros. It's going to be 0 and then 0.0 like that. So it means our number is 4,800. Okay. The other thing you can do, you don't need to do all this. Just 4.8 times 1,000. Just move your decimal point. In the previous one, if you check, I moved the number. Now in this method, you're moving the decimal point. The decimal point now, if you're multiplying by 1,000, moves 3 places to the right. So we have 4 and then 0.8. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Now your decimal point must be here. And then where there's nothing here, you put zeros. So your number is going to be 4,800. That's another way of doing it. Let's do the next one, B. So we have 0, then 0.53. We're multiplying by 100. So the number must become bigger. So we must move the number 2 places to the left. So it's going to be 1, 2. Now it means the 5 should be here and the 3 there, and then 0.0 like that. Okay. So it means this must be 53. Now let's use the method of moving the decimal point. We have 0.53 times 100. So the decimal point will move how many times to the right? Now the decimal point moves to the right. If you're moving the decimal point, it goes to the right. So it's 0.53, it becomes 1, 2. So now the decimal point is here. Your number is 53. Let's try C. We have 8.24. The number is becoming bigger. If you're moving the number, then the number is moving how many times? Once to the left, or one place to the left. So this 8 is now there. We have 8 there. The 2 also moves one place, 2 there. The 4 also move one place. We have 4 there. So our number is 82.4. But if you want the method of moving the decimal point, we have 8.24 times 10. 10 is a 10, so we move the decimal point once, or one place to the right. 1. Now the decimal place is here, so it becomes 82.4. That's another way of doing it. Right, let's look at division now. When you're dividing a number, what is happening to it? Does it become bigger or smaller? It becomes smaller. If you're using the method of moving the number, then the number must move to the right. We have 950 divided by 100. So it means the number must move 2 places. So it's 1, 2. Okay, so we have a 0 there. Then 5, 1, 2. Now the 5 must be there. Then the 9, 1, 2. Now the 9 is there. So it means our number becomes 9.50, or just 9.5. Okay, right. And then let's use the method of moving the decimal point. Now, where is the decimal point when you're talking about 950? It is at the end of the number. That's where the decimal point is, divided by 100. So now if you're moving the decimal point, it must move to the left. So it must be 1, 2. Do you see that? Now the decimal point is here, so it's 9.5 now. You're getting the same answer. Right, let's do E. We're dividing, so the number becomes smaller. If you're moving the number, it must move to the right. So we have 615, like that. Then we're moving how many times? 1,000 is 3 zeros, so we must move it 3 places to the right. So it means 6 must be 1, 2, 3. 6 must be here, then 1 must be here, and then 5 must be there. So this should be 0.615, or 615 thousandths. Let's move the decimal point. Where is the decimal place here? Is it at the end of the number? We have 615.0. So what do? We move the decimal point 3 times to the left. 1, 2, 3. Now the decimal point is here. So just put a 0 there. So it becomes 0.615. You're getting the same answer. This one divided by 10, it means we're moving the number one place to the right. Right, we have 7.3. Right, 7 moves here, is now there. Then 3 moves there, is now there. This is like 0.73. 0.73. Let's say you want to move the decimal point. 10 is 1, 0. If you are moving the decimal point, when dividing, it must move to the left. The number moves to the right, but the decimal point must move to the left. You have your 7.3. Then move the decimal point to the left like this. You have a 0.73. That's how you do this. Right, look at these number cards. Write the letter of the card that is 1,000 times bigger than 60. Right, when I'm saying 1,000 times bigger than 60, what does that mean? It means multiply this by 1,000. So what is 60 times 1,000? We just did multiplication by 1,000. So the number becomes bigger. Let's do the faster one. So let's move the decimal place. Decimal point is here. So we're going to move it 3 times to the right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Now the decimal place is here. And then here, what do we put? We put the zeros. So this is like 60,000. This is card C. And then 100th of 6. 100th means divide by 100. So we have 6, and then means the decimal point is here, divided by 100. And then let's move the decimal point. If we are moving the decimal point, how does it move when you're dividing? It moves to the left, isn't it? By how many places? 2 places. So it's going to be 1, 2. Now the decimal point is here. And then where there's nothing, just put zeros. So it's going to be 0.06. 1,000 of 600,000. 1,000 means divide by 600,000. So we're going to have 600,000 divided by 1,000 like this. And then where's the decimal place here? It is here at the end of the number. So we're moving the decimal point 3 times to the left. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Right, means our number should be 600. So it's card E.